Well, today is another very interesting ball game on Asabe Afrika TV. As you can see in the background, you will see that we are somewhere different from the Hulabalo experience of political scenes in Nigeria, different from the chaos of the city life. I will let you know that despite the challenges in the different corners and streets of Lagos, different the political challenges, the challenges of COVID-19 and all the rest, some very creative people can still find time to converge and give a soul-lifting rendition that can uplift the spirits of the African man, of the Nigerian man, of the African woman, of the Nigerian woman. And today I'm with one of African leading artists, somebody who is very respected for his dexterity on the saxophone, a man who is taking the lead, not just only in the gospel music industry, but even in the secular music industry. He's been on the scene for a long time. He's a chief of the old block, but right now he's out and is coming with a bang. And recently he released the album called Aye Quality. Aye Quality simply means a life of quality. In an era where almost everything is becoming inferior, in an era where the quality of living itself is becoming inferior, there is a need for people to reinforce the belief and the philosophy of quality, and that is what this album is talking about, Aye Quality. And we have been chasing him for the past 3-4 months. He has been so busy because recently his album came out on Africa Magic and some other international stations, and he's also enjoying a lot of publicity on the radio and especially on some of the prominent digital platforms like Spotify, iTunes, Instagram, YouTube Music, SoundCloud, Audiomack, and Deezer. If you're very familiar with these portals, you will be familiar with Aye Quality, and you will be familiar with OLUWABUKOLA Taiwo. He is a saxophonist, an entertainer, a singer, a composer, a director, a band leader. And from all the sets, you're going to hear him blow with the sax. We're going to start in a very unusual culture, unusual platform today. And before I bring him on, you're going to hear the blast and the blows of the saxophone, the guitar, bass guitar, lead guitar, the gong, and you are going to enjoy everything right from the corner of Esteban Studio, somewhere in Meron area of Ojokoro, Lagos. This is inside Esteban Studio with OLUWABUKOLA Taiwo, the saxophonist, entertainer, band leader, composer, and lyricist. Welcome to the music, welcome to the artist. Join me as I meet him.
Yeah, what up, people? Right? I'm hanging out with my main brother here, talking about Asabe TV Africa.
Yes, we are with the man himself, OLUWABUKOLA Taiwo, Xabitee, the saxophonist, the band leader. I call him the optimist because no matter the challenges of the time, he's always laughing, always smiling. No matter the intimidation in the city, he always finds a smile hanging on his cheeks. So I call him the optimist before I call him the saxophonist, and I call him the entertainer, and I call him the lyricist, and I call him the band leader, and everything good about Xabitee. So you're hanging out with who?
Asabe TV Africa. Hey, you, what up, people out there? Stay tuned. Don't tell the die. We're here live and direct in the Esteban Studio.
Yes, this is Esteban, the corner of Lagos, Meron, and it's going to be loud. We're going to get you the interview. We're going to get you the man talking and the entertainment. So watch out.
Stay tuned. You live and direct with my band boys, talking about Xabitee Jazz Live Band. Then I have my main brother here, Abayomi. He's on bass, right?
And the bass, the soul of the music
of the band.
Yeah, the soul of the soul.
Yeah, of the band. Yep. Then I have my main man here on talking drum. I'm talking about Emmanuel. He's the drummer of the band.
You look like a beautiful woman.
Then I got my brother here.
Okay.
Usa, the magic fingers.
No, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
With a cool guy with a bad finger.
Yeah, it's
fast finger.
Yes, the pianist of the band.
Okay.
You understand?
Nice to meet him.
Then I have my major tile here. I'm talking about Oluwasegun.
The man from the NCDC.
He's a singer, backup of the band, and a guitarist of the band. Then I got my brother here from another mother. The major no, he's an artist as well, right? Yeah.
An artist?
Yeah, he's
a comprehensive artist.
He sings, right? And he's a drummer as well. Wonderful. So he's on the drums here, right?
Will you call him a multi-talented?
In fact, extraordinary one. Yeah. I'm talking about Ola. That is his name. Say hi to the people.
Maybe you call him the Bob.
Oh, hi. Chilling with my guy Xabitee. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
And this is our sound engineer.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Opayemi, sound engineer.
Baddest sound engineer.
The baddest of the baddest and the button of the button.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Then I remain my humble self, OLUWABUKOLA Xabitee. So just stick around. We're coming back soon, and we're gonna give it to you. You will not regret of tuning into this TV station, right?
Thank you. That's the full band. The full band taking us on. It's been so musical here, and the atmosphere is charged with bass guitar, lead guitar, saxophone.
Let me hear you. I want to hear the guitarist.
Wow, that is a very wonderful performance. You can never find anything like it in the corner of Lagos, in the corner of Accra, in the corner of Freetown, even in the corner of Luxembourg, in the corner of Portugal, in the corner of London, in the corner of America, even in the corner of Bujumbura, or any of the country in Africa, in Europe, in America, anywhere. This is quality presentation, a mix of saxophone, lead guitar, bass guitar, keyboard, and what we call electric drum. Xabitee, you have really surprised the whole world. We are going to go straight into the interview now. We are going to meet the artist. We are going to ask him a few questions, because this is a very big project, an innovative one at that. We want to know where Xabitee is coming from and where Xabitee is going. and we want to let you know the kind of person behind the artist. There's a difference between the artist and the person, and today you are going to know the quality of the person and the quality of the artist, and also by extension the quality of his vision. So join me in the next segment as I engage OLUWABUKOLA Taiwo Xabitee on his next level called Aye Quality. If I say I'm not surprised, Xabitee, I will be deceiving myself, because you know I've seen you perform at several shows in the past. I think 2015, 2016, I used to see you perform at a very popular church, and you also perform at some very distinguished shows with some distinguished artists. But I didn't know this is how huge that talent is. Of course, I knew you as a saxophonist. You know, I knew you as his, and you are so good at it. Anytime you perform, there was always movement of the spirit. You know where we are coming from. Let me ask by asking that, who is OLUWABUKOLA Taiwo? Who is this young man called OLUWABUKOLA Taiwo? Because we can't call you an old chap now, but the young man called OLUWABUKOLA Taiwo, who is he?
Yeah, my name is OLUWABUKOLA Taiwo-IGE, also known as Xabitee. Then I'm a native of Osun State.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Singing you are from Ogun State.
I know I'm from Osun State.
Osun, yeah, for me,
You're right, man. As in Iwo, precisely.
Iwo Lodoba. Your town is very popular now.
You understand? And my dad is from Kuta, same in Osun State, but my mom is from Iwo. You understand? So you can combine the two together. So I just have to take it from.
You sound like someone. Yeah, your blood sounds like something that is mixture of reality.
You're right. Originality speaks for me, right?
Well, let me also ask you that. Can you give us more about yourself? I mean, how did you start? How did all this start for you? Because I know when you are young, you will have had other ambition, maybe to become a pilot, maybe to become an engineer, maybe to become a lawyer. But how did you discover that you are a musicologist or a musician?
Yeah, I knew quite alright from my childhood that I was going to become a musician. You understand? Because the traces has been in me. You understand? And I really appreciate my mom and my dad. They really gave me the support, the moral support, financial support, and everything.
I mean, they gave you the push.
Yeah, you understand? Everything that requires to be an artist. So I really thank God for what they have been doing in my life. You understand what I'm saying? Because I remember back then, I started while I was young as a drummer in the church. You understand? Let me tell you how it all started.
Yeah.
I remember back then, I'm a church boy.
The church boy, of course, it shows in your steam,
swag, forget me as a swag.
And every artist started as a church.
I'm still
even Tony Braston started in the church.
You understand?
The great musician.
So, but I still thank God that I'm still using my talent to praise His name. You understand? Forget.
Started from the church.
Yeah. So as I was saying, I started from the church because I remember back then I was in primary school. You understand what I'm saying? So after my school hour, then I'll come back home. So instead of me to go for my assignment that have been given to me in school, I would rather go and pack out my drums because I have a mini drums. Then back then, it was built by me, special made. Then I made it myself. You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. So I will go to the store because I have a store for the drums.
So you have a mini store, a mini drum.
Yeah.
Inspirational since then.
I was like
passionate.
I was like maybe 4 or 5 years old back then. You know, I was very small. I could remember back then. And my dad's house, there was a church by the side of my dad's house. You understand? So, and the clergy of the church, the shepherd of the church, used to see me anytime I'm playing that. I was playing drums. He used to see me, and I didn't know he was noticing me back then. You understand? So the man prayed for one client. Like let me call him client. The man prayed for a client back then, and thank God the prayer answered. So the client was like, okay, what do I do to appreciate God for what He has been able to do in my life? And the guy went to the market. Drums wasn't common like this then back then. For your church to have a drums, that means you are a you are a star.
A rich church.
Like seriously, as a multi-billionaire in your church. Because drums, it is not you will see China drums, Korea drums. No! You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't like this then.
Those days.
You understand? So the guy went, the client that the man prayed for went to the market and bought a drums. You understand what I'm saying? So he brought it to the church. And then there was nobody to play the drums. So the shepherd has always been seeing me. You know, I told you earlier on that
Noticing you.
he has been seeing me playing that my handmade drums. You understand? Because it was in me, like picnic.
So it's in you, like picnic.
Yeah.
Of course, it's in you.
You understand what I'm saying?
It has to. The gene was big.
It has been in me like a picnic. You understand? So the man now came to my dad. I remember it was a vigil that night, and they brought the drums to the church. Nobody to play it. You understand? So they were just looking at the drums, still in the carton. It was still in the carton. So the man now said, okay, since we can't couple these drums and we don't know how to play it, I think I used to see a young man by the side of my house, and you know, landlord association, they know themselves. You understand? So the man now came to my dad at midnight that they used to call my dad Baba Bukola. You understand?
Well, you are the real Bukola.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So the man now said, Baba Bukola. He said it in Yoruba. I will say it in Yoruba. He said, I want to, let me say it in Yoruba. As in, I want to learn this boy from you. As in, he wants to. Mo fẹ́ yá ọmọ yìí lọ́wọ́ yín o. Kókó wá bá lu drums wa o. Like, I want to learn this boy from you to come and help us to play the drums we just got in our church. So my dad was, although he's late now, so he was a very gentleman. So he was like, Kolo, I'm not doing anything with him now. Just take him with you. So he released me for the church. So when I got to the church, behold, I splitted the service into two.
How?
Drums was so important then. You understand? It was not common like this.
So it was like an expensive, just
gold. You understand what?
Like gold.
Yeah. So the man now said, okay, go into the choir. They gave me their church, whatever. I put it on. So I went into the choir. So I splitted the church into two, because people were like, I see this small boy. What do you want to do? What do you want to do with the drums? And behold, I've been playing my own handmade before. So
it's sound like a template of teaching.
Playing the fake one. So I now see the original one. Baba, I played the drums. So the drums why is easy now? So I coupled the drums. Then I started playing the drums. You understand? So I made the service that day to be unique.
So it was extraordinary.
You understand what I'm saying, right? So since then, I've turned to an important personality in the church. So without me, service will not go on. You know, some people, because people really want to see me as small as I was, as little as I was. They really want to see me on the drums. Like, I see this boy. So I became, in fact, at a point, I became popular more than the clergy, the shepherd, because people really want to see me. They come from southwest, everywhere to come and see me, a small boy playing the drums. You understand? I was 5 years old then, and minus 5 years old from my age now. So you know what I'm talking about. So that was how I started. So since then, I just like, okay, I've taken this as my career. So let me go to the school.
School of music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I now went to the school, because I don't need to deceive myself. Because Ube said something in his song. He said, Tebaro moide ton fiji tashere ema bawi. Boyo vejo de boyo vedo be commandani. You understand? That song was a message to parents. But some they didn't even know, they would just be dancing. But I really thank God for my parents that they really stick to the song.
The message in the song.
They made use of it. So they really gave me the support, the full support. I was given this full support I needed back then. You understand? And since then, I've started my band, I've started my things. So Xabitee everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? Then I thank God for where I am today. Although I'm not there now, but I thank God we are not where we used to be then. So I really thank God for that.
It's a gradual progress. Slow and steady wins the race.
And I remember, because I've done a lot of things. the team song for Nigeria 2009 FIFA Under 17 World Cup 2009. I did it. I was the ambassador.
2009.
Yeah, FIFA Under 17.
How did you got that? How did you? Was it an inspiration? You composed it?
Yeah, I wrote it, then I performed it myself. You stand, because I remember that back then they announced it that people should come and be submitting their entries. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, I'm a musician now. Then I had nobody in the LOC that can fight for me, that can solicit for me. So I just stood up like, I'm a musician now, so I should be able to do this. I recorded my song, then I took it to Abuja. So while I was submitting the song at the LOC, I wasn't told, I saw it myself. I saw a musicologist, a professor, a musicologist from I was in Abuja, from Lagos State University, Unilag. He wrote and performed the song, he recorded it and brought it, he submitted it. So I was like, I wanted to lose hope then that means ever they passed by boundary for where all these professor and so means ever I know they sit down for where they put me. But behold, at the end of the day, I got the contract. They just called on me one morning like that. Are you Xabitee? I said yes. Please kindly report to Abuja. You understand? So I was like, for what? Your song has been picked for the team song of LOC, FIFA Under 17 World Cup. So it was a shock to me. So that one really took me to some certain level that I really believed in myself that I could do this. You know what I'm saying?
Also pushed you.
You know what I'm saying?
That you're on the right track.
I was motivated based on that there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Then I thank God for that I'm here today. I just dropped the video not quite long, and the video is trending on almost television channels in Africa, almost not even in Africa, almost in the world. You understand? Because people in abroad, they call me to give me the feedback. Oh boy, don't they scatter here with high quality? You understand what I'm saying? I expected it. I didn't expect it as well.
Before we go to high quality, because I watched high quality on DSTV and I've watched it severally. In fact, I think it was my wife that first saw it and said, this Xabitee has gone international, and we started watching it and we noticed a lot of things because you didn't play sax there. It was a different thing. It was music, total music. But before we go there, you started as a drummer. So how did you branch into sax? Because today now you play sax like a pro. You play sax like a brand. I discovered there was a time you were teaching some young people at a particular church somewhere in Ogba area in Lagos. Before you moved on, you're almost like a pro now. So how did you become a saxophonist from a drummer?
Yeah, you know what? Let me tell you the secret behind music, studying of music. You have to pick a particular instrument as your major. So then I see this sax as a career, because a bank manager might decide my make up his mind tomorrow that no, I don't want to work in the bank anymore. So I want to have my own personal band that I will be controlling. Then the bank manager will be the leader of the band with this sax, because this is a career on its own. So I studied, I thought about it. I was like, okay, let me go for sax. So that was what made me to take sax as my major instrument. I could play some other instruments, but sax.
You play keyboard and
of course.
Some other guitar.
I play keyboard a lot. You understand what I'm saying? But I took sax as my major instrument.
Major.
You understand?
So we call that C major or D major.
I'm not talking about that. You understand?
Sometimes you take it as a major,
Yeah.
So what drives you about sax? It's a wind instrument, and it takes a lot of energy for you to pump in and for you to get the kind of vibration you desire. So what drives you to sax, to become a saxophonist?
I've wanted to become a saxophonist because I listen to more of jazz, a lot of jazz music, and Kenny G, Charlie Parker, you stand. So those are my mentors, you stand. I listen to them most. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that has been in my mind that I really want to become a saxophonist. So when I got to the school, it was an opportunity for me to just take sax as my major straight up, because it's an avenue for me to experiment what I've been nursing in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So that was what made me to take sax as my major. Then I really thank God. Everywhere I've been to today, it has been with God and power of this sax. The people I've been able to meet in my life till I'm talking to you now has been through this sax, because this sax has paved way for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Meet great men.
You understand? So you understand?
Yeah. Stand before great people.
And I've been able to perform a lot of places, like, okay, with this sax. Then added advantage, I sing as well. So combined together, and this sax has made me to become a musician, not an artist.
Is there a difference between musician and artist?
Yeah, I'll make it known to you now. Like Fela, he's still living. He lives, although he's gone. Yeah. But the work of his hand, the works of his hand, are still relevant. You understand? So Fela now is a musician, because as a musician you can dictate how you want your music to sound like on stage. But an artist will just be like playing on what they give to him, like, oh, okay, just play, let me sing. You won't know your right from your left. You understand? Like a musician now, you can get on stage now, you'll be like, okay, today I don't want to play an instrument, I just want to lay on clave alone. And you'll be flowing, people will be clapping, will be appreciating you down stage. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what they call a musician. But an artist, pardon me to say this, I'm not condemning anyone here. We have some musicians now, but they are not musicians. They are all artists.
Basically artists.
Because they will get on stage and they will be like, DJ, give me track 2. Tell them to mute that track 2 and give them the live instrument to sing on it. That's where you add it.
See their flop.
You understand what I'm saying? So I decided from my childhood that I really want to become a musician, not an artist. Then I thank God, everything I've taught so far has been coming to reality now. I thank God for that. I really appreciate God for that.
What are the challenges of being a musician in a third world country like Nigeria and in a continent like Africa? What are the challenges that you face in the call up to present, to entertain, and to make people happy?
Baba, it has not been easy. I just have to tell you, it has not been easy because you know this situation of our country. You understand? Everywhere is sorrowful. You understand? Everywhere is, you know what I'm talking about. So for you to make your spectators, for you to make them happy, you have to apply as an extraordinary energy into your performance. Because at times you will go to some events, they will be like, you will be putting your best and they will not even appreciate you. Some of them will be pressing their phones, they will not even look at where you are. So you will not be thinking in your mind, I know Sabi do this thing again, what's happen now? I think you are still relevant too, but the situation, Baba, is more than what we are seeing now. You understand? So for me to even make you happy now, for you to make you laugh, you know what you know the extra work I'm going to do.
Creativity, extra creative.
To be creative for me to make you happy. You understand what I'm saying? So that has been the challenges here in Nigeria, and our government as well, they have not been supporting.
You mean the creative industry?
That's what
government need to support them more. Are you saying because people say, oh, maybe because of the recession, maybe because of
before recession came, it has been like this. It has been like, I know what I'm saying about. I know what I'm saying, because if you want to do music in Nigeria, you just have to be rich. You understand? You just have to be rich. If you really want to do music in Nigeria, you just have to be rich. Because for you to promote yourself, I know how much I'm spending. I'm not boasting here. I'm sorry if I've been.
In terms of creative enterprise.
You understand what I'm saying? Because every radio station that wants to play your song, they will demand for money. I'm not yet making song. I'm not making money on this song yet. So help my career. Nobody wants to help.
I know.
Nobody wants to. So I've not gotten any label. I'm the boss of my band, of myself. So I'm the one spending this money myself.
Trying to push yourself because
that's my career. It is my life.
It's your business.
You understand? It is my office. I don't work in an office. You can't see me now in the morning, nodding tired. I don't do that. This is my office. Then I thank God it has been paying me so far. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't need to deceive myself. So I invest a lot into my career. This is a professional sax, Yamaha. I know how much I bought it. You understand? So I know what I'm saying.
And this is a tenor sax.
These are auto sax.
Auto sax. What fascinates you about auto? I think Femi Kuti plays auto.
Everything. He plays everything.
Okay, he plays everything. Yeah. Who among them between Femi Kuti and Lagbaja
plays more of tenor?
Okay.
Yeah. But if you are a tenor saxophonist, tenor player, you can play any instrument. You can play any wind instrument. You understand what I'm saying?
Is it more harder? More challenging?
More challenging. I'm talking about saxo.
Okay.
Because if you're a saxophonist and you're talking about playing trumpet, but forget about that though. You have to go for the course on its own, because trumpet is totally different to sax.
Okay.
You understand? Very different to sax. So that is just it.
let's go to Aye Quality. When I watched the video on DSTV, I saw that the way you presented that video was like a South African production, the background, the car, the bike, and all that. And you sang. Basically, it was singing. Why didn't you play sax in it?
I played sax in it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but it was my director that said I should not hold the sax in the video. That I should give it to a fixing, one of the fixings that came to the video shoot. That I should just sing. So
a lot of your fans felt that you wanted to exhibit your musical aspect than your saxophonist aspect. Is it true?
I think when you listen to the song very well, you'll be hearing feel of sax. You understand? My first verse. Towards ending of the first verse, I played sax on it. But it was my director though that said, no, don't play sax in this video. I don't know the reason why he said that, yo. And he was my director. So I have to listen to him, oh.
Because he was in charge.
You understand, yo? That is why, yo.
So but what was the production like? What cost you? Because that production looks so fun.
Part of it in South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the cost implication?
Don't let me disclose that here because I know how much. You know, I've said it earlier on that I know how much I'm pumping into this music industry, music career of mine. I know how much I'm spending. I'm pushing into it. You understand? There was a time, say, I even saw not even a man. I saw some people. They said they really want to help me. They said they really want to help me, that I should send my account number, that they want to push my career. But you know this life. I don't know. Promise. It is said and done.
Or easier said and done. Yeah.
It's
easier said than done.
You understand? So, and I've learned one thing from my dad. I don't rely on people. Even if you want to help me, if you still really want to help me, I need to help myself first. Because Yoruba says, one of Yoruba proverbs says, "Ẹlẹ́rù ló máa ń kọ́ gbẹ́rù ẹ̀ níbi tó kọ́kọ́ wúwo." You understand? So I always love to carry my load from the heavier, you understand, of my load. So even if you want to really support me, you just be like, okay, let me just help your career. Let me support you.
Let me add my own little.
You understand what I'm saying? So you will not see me like a non-serious artist, because we have so many of them outside. They will be waiting that a record label will come and sign them. What are you doing for yourself? And you call this your career. So what are you doing about it? You know what I'm saying? So that was what made me to be like, okay, I really want to invest into my career. Then I really want to push it. I really want to put my everything I have into it. Then I've been doing that. You understand? I don't know. Some people might come around that they really want to support me. They really want to invest into my career. You are allowed though. You are welcome though. You understand what I'm saying? You are welcomed.
Let me ask you, what other strategy are you putting into it? Because your music is already on Deezer, on Audiomack, SoundCloud, YouTube Music, Instagram, iTunes, and Spotify, and the latest one is African Magic. So what other strategy are you putting for your music to get across the world? Because we might have people that want to have you in UK, in America, maybe in Canada. Some people might want to have one or two things, maybe a carnival. So what are you doing towards that, and are you available if such proposal comes your way?
Yes, this is what I do. Like I've said, this is what I do. This is my career. This is my life. This is what puts food on my table. So I don't joke with it. So if you really want to get in touch with me, go to my YouTube channel. You type Xabitee official. The Xabitee, the spelling is Xabitee. Xabitee official. You know spelling official. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just it. And if you really want to stream my song, it's on iTunes, on Spotify, on Deezer, on almost every digital platforms. Just type my name, Xabitee. It will bring it out. Aye Quality. And if you really want to see my full video of Aye Quality and some things I've done so far, just go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to Xabitee official, so you will get it there. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you, why did you call that album Aye Quality? Because Aye is Yoruba, Quality is English.
As in Aye, I'm not talking about Aye as in the word.
Okay.
As in life. You understand what I'm saying? You are living as in merriment. You understand what I'm saying? You are living large. You live large. So I'm not referring to aye as in word. Okay. Word, the quality word. No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being merriment as in living large. Okay. You really want to buy Ferrari. You have the money. You don't. You understand what I'm saying? You
don't suffer for getting what you want.
So
you are really using music to encourage people to work hard and achieve success and live comfortably.
So with that, I think you will live long because money speaks. Money answers everything. Although God over money, don't let me make that mistake. God over money. God gives money. But some people say Satan gives money, but I don't believe in that. God gives money. You know what I'm saying? So when you have the money, you enjoy quality. Yeah, like me now, I'm enjoy quality with my sax.
Talking about your dad and your mom, what were their job and how did they inspire you? Who inspired you most between your dad and your mom?
My daddy wasn't a musician. Though. He doesn't even know anything about music, self. Like seriously, he does not even know anything about music. My mom. But she can sing in the kitchen, yeah.
What was gifted?
She sings in the kitchen while cooking for us. You understand? Like, oh, yo, you have to record. You understand?
So you took the gym from her.
No, she's not a
inspiration.
Not every woman can sing in the kitchen. Now. Even you can sing in the kitchen. You understand what I'm saying? So none of my parents sings. None of them sing so.
Maybe your own was just destiny.
I don't even know it, but I've known that from my childhood that I will definitely become a musician, a great one. So I don't deceive myself. You understand? So that I've been able to work with a lot of star artists, a lot of star producers like ID Kabasa, Profiti, K-Solo. You understand? Mention few, Earthquake. I've worked a lot with a lot of them like that.
In Nigeria now, who will you rate as the best producer in Nigeria? If you are to have your way to rate, we have people like ID Kabasa, we have people like Don Jazzy. Do you have anybody that you feel Nigeria needs to respect in terms of production, being a musician and being one of those that have worked with them?
You know what? I'm a creative artist, so I don't condemn. Because for you to be able to put one or two things together, I give it to you. So I will not take anyone as my favorite. They are all trying. You understand? They are all trying because it is not easy for an artist to bring a song into the studio without knowing the song before, and you make it happen. You make the song. No. So there's no way I will condemn. There's no way I'm going to condemn any one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I give it to all of them. All of them. Even if you are still a baby producer, I know one day you will get there. The Don Jazzy we're talking about here, it does not get to that place in just one day. You understand? He has been on it. The ID Kabaza we're talking, the Profiti, the K-Solo, the Sax, the Kublion, some of them we are talking about. You understand? We are talking about they don't just wake up one day and start producing. They started from scratch. You understand? They started from the scratch. So that's what I just want to tell you. I will not condemn any one of them. They are all my favorite producers.
Global artists who's a role model. When you look at the world around and you say, okay, this is my best artist. This is somebody that I can say I'm taking some inspiration from.
Like I've said, I'm not still going to take anyone for now because for you to pick your pen and write a song, it is not easy. So you can't expect me to be choosing that this is my favorite artist. I won't do that. Because for you to be a creative artist, I will definitely give it to you. You understand what I'm saying? Because it is not easy. I know what I'm talking about. For you to put A to C to C sharp, D sharp, it is not easy. Because I've been through it. Then I'm still on the path. So I know how it is. You understand what I'm saying? So that is it.
What advice do you want to tell government to support creative industry, especially artists? Then before I ask that, I think that's part of the last question. What can you brand your kind of music? Some people say maybe you are hip hop or you are high life or you are a juju musician. Which one will you brand yourself, and which brand of music are you really engaged?
I'm a creative artist. It depends on how it comes to me. You understand? The inspiration. But mostly I'm into Akpala hip hop. You You understand?
Apala.
I really want to blend the old school.
How are you going to do that?
No, I've been doing that. Go and listen to my equality. You see what I'm talking about here, right?
Okay, because a lot of people are confused when they hear the equality. They didn't know where to place it. Maybe it's hip hop, maybe it's Fuji, or maybe it's Apala.
That's what they call it. That's what they call a musician.
And because it was.
That's what they call it. That is what you call a musician.
Okay.
You understand? Because if you are a musician, you just have to be everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? I go to some events like that. The event planner will call me and be like, Omo, these people here that gave me the event, I'm calling you. You are the artist they requested for. But they said you should give them strictly Akpala. So if you are not a musician, how will you do that? And some will be like, they want you to just play sax for them. They don't want to even hear any song. They don't want to hear any voice. They just want you to play
Instrumentation.
sax or true. So if you are not a musician, how will you do that? So you are going to be restricted. So that's what made me to spread my wings, you understand, because I don't want to be restricted. You understand what I'm saying?
What's the cost of spreading your wing? It's not going to come easy. What's the cost implication?
Go easy, oh le gan, alone. Oh le gan. I know you doubt so. I sing Fuji too. So I'm telling you, so for me to have said alone le gan, so it shows that I sing Fuji too. You understand? When you listen to this kind of voice, you know that.
But you don't have the Fuji voice.
Oh le gan, èèyàn mi gbé fún ọmọ ìyá mi.
You don't have what's the matter?
Oh le gan, Ọlọ́run.
Ìbùkún Olúwa ní mo ní ilà láìfi ilà aláṣíà Olúwa ló ní jẹ́ ọmọ èèyàn níná ènìyàn ló ní ìta ọmọ èèyàn ní.
Start what you not finish here, because if I start singing Fuji, hey.
ní tèmi o mi ò ní bá wọn sí di ọ̀tẹ̀.
I want to sing Fuji. Ẹ̀dẹ̀lẹ̀mí kàlọ́ Xabitee ságẹ́gẹ́ lọ́dẹ̀ mùsùlùmí àgègè lọ́gà ń gbé. Agbára ń bẹ nítòsí o. Èmi ò gbàgbọ́. Pẹ́ni wọ́n lè dìnnà mi sábì. Ohun tí mo gbà ni pé Sátì ló lè ṣe é. Ọmọ ìyá mi gbé fún. I no be tout o. I'm a creative artist. I've said it. Like, you know, ìjọba dìgbà gbogbo. Oje.
It's interesting.
So
no, it's not easy to be a creative artist. I know what you're talking about. Really.
So just imagine now that you are calling me as an artist for your event, and you've told me earlier that come, I don't want to hear any gospel. I want to strictly Fuji. So I'll give you what you want now. I'm blushing here. That's it. So that's what makes a creative artist.
It's not easy.
Because I have it all in me. In fact, don't disturb me on me. Why? I don't know what I want to do. Because you understand, for me to have been able to decide that I want to come out with Akpala equality, I have a lot of this head that I still want to deliver. Then I'm still on it.
what do you want government to do for this industry? How do you think government can impact the Nigerian entertainment industry, especially your own dynamic genre of music? How do you think government can come in and especially corporate Nigeria?
That is a very big question. As you are seeing me, I don't rely on my government though. Because they are still trying to package themselves. They've not gotten their bearing self. So talk more of me. You understand? You have not eaten and you want to give me food. Go and eat first now. You understand? They should go and rectify the problems within themselves first. You understand? So if you're an artist in Nigeria here and you are sitting at home crossing your leg every day that government will come to my aid, you are just divising. Go and do bricklayer. Go and work as a bricklayer. You've not even, that is not your career. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have any plan on ground. They don't have anything on ground. You know what I'm saying? So if you are a musician and you've been expecting government to be involved in your career, you are just Johnson. F9 parallel. You know what I'm saying? So I don't deceive myself. When it comes to government, I don't even want to talk about it. I want to talk about my life, my family, and my career. That's what I'm saying.
Now, what I'm going to say to a lot of people that are watching you in London, in America, your fans, those who have seen Aye Quality and they want to know much about the artists behind the music or the creator of Aye Quality. They want to know a lot of people, like your fans in South Africa, in Canada, in London, in America, in Australia, and around Nigeria. What message do you have for them, and what should they expect from you going further?
Yeah, that's why I told you earlier on that you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. So from there you will see much of my work. You understand? Much of the things I've been doing so far. You understand? Because I'm working on my EP so far. Very soon my EP will be dropped. Now you understand what I'm saying? So I'm in the studio working on it, and like 3 or 4 months to this time the EP will be out.
I think we met you in the studio today. That's where we met you, because you said we should meet you in the studio. You're working.
So I'm seriously working on my EP, and it will be dropped very soon. So that's what I'm working on. So I don't need to say much about myself. What you are just going to do is this: go to my Instagram handles, follow me at Xabitee, Xabitee, and most especially go to my YouTube channel, Xabitee Official. So you will see much more of me there. So just follow me. Then I promise I will not disappoint you. I'm not going to disappoint you. I will give you what you want.
I am OLUWABUKOLA. People call me Bab Steelid. Xabitee has been a friend of mine for a quite long time, and we've been running things together, and I'm happy to meet him in the studio today. And he's really doing well.
So how would you describe his next project? He's been on it. We've seen Aye Quality on DSTV, and it's going on almost all the internet portal and all the rest. So how are you going to encourage him? What do you think that message has for Africa?
Okay, thank you. Actually, for me, the upcoming project of him is like, to me, is a dream comes true. Number one, for him, and secondly, is a kind of good things we are looking forward to see in the music industry now. I think, and I'm still expecting more of him in many years to come, because he's a guy with a lot of, he's loaded, and everything cannot just go like that. So I'm still expecting more of him.
My name is Xabitee. Xabitee is a friend, he's a brother, and he's a multi-talented instrumentalist as well. One good thing I like about him is that he's very, very innovative, and he does music that are actually natively modern. Like it takes time to look into those sounds that have been in the past and looking at ways of at which we can reinvent them. And I think that is basically what youth should be encouraged to do now, because our values as Africans shouldn't be left in the past. We need to just try and recreate them, and the world is actually waiting for us. The sky is not just the limit but the starting point when we look inwards and come up with things like that, which I believe is what my brother is trying to do. And he has traveled. So he has been to some countries in Africa, and very soon we're looking at his European tours, and also, I'm sure his video has been on internet, on the digital television sets, and people have been enjoying, and we've been getting good feedback from it as well. Like I've said, the world is actually waiting for Africans. We need to showcase our Pan-Africanism to the world. So this project, when you listen to it, it is not the regular thing that you get to see every day. So it is a style and a brand that's actually very, very unique. So it will definitely go far. I have no doubt about that. People are waiting, and I'm very sure that people will embrace that. And people listening to me actually should look out and watch out for it as well. It's gonna blow your mind.
Go to America. Everything I get now quality. I know they say to go quantity. See my motor now quality. Africa, Ipopo Africa, Ọmọ Sunanga, Kaleko Alamunamba. I go fly, you go to America. Everything I get now quality. I know they said you go quantity. See my motor now quality. People born now quality. Not more now quality. She don't get no quality. Oh, my baby, oh, see how I want you. Take my TV, but it's all. I for you, Lama Joe, Lama Joe, Lama Joe, Lama Joe, Lama Joe. How I enjoy you, how you want it, how I enjoy it, I don't how I enjoy it, Asabe, I want it, how I enjoy it, Asabe Afrika, I enjoy it, Asabe Afrika, kí ló ṣe wọ́n tán kòkòrò, kí ló ṣe wọ́n tán ṣòjòrò, tó bá ti jó náà para gidi kẹrọ yẹ pé Xabitee rọgọ, kí ló bá nọ́sẹ̀nsì, ẹ̀sọ́ kúrò bíṣì, àwọn orin sí ẹ̀kẹ́ fọ́ sọ́fíìsì Xabitee mo sọ pé mo sáré oṣù, tó bá ti jó náà para gidi kẹrọ yẹ pé Xabitee rọgọ. Ahora, oh, Nilo, ahora, oh, ní visual, àwọn dà MBM visual, àwọn dà wọ́n ní lébà, àwọn dà wọ́n ní drama. Tọ́wọ́ ti jó ní agbára gidi kẹrẹ́jẹ gbéra bí ti gbọ́rọ̀. Àwọn ìjà ẹni tí ó ayé quality. Àwọn ìjà ẹni tí ó Asabe ayé quality. Àwọn ìjà ẹni tí wà ó Asabe Afrika ayé quality. Àwọn ìjà ẹni tí wà ayé quality. Ayé tó ta lẹ́nu.
Well, you've seen it all, you've heard it all. It is so maverick, it is so very tremendous, it is enthralling, it is entertaining, it is quite revealing inside the studio with Xabitee.
Yeah, what up?
That is our brother OLUWABUKOLA Taiwo, the producer of Aye Quality, a new production that is going very fast across digital portals around the world, broke out on DSTV and some other digital channels, on YouTube Music, on Instagram, on Spotify, and some other beautiful platform. You've heard the story, you've followed, and you've also tasted the music. Like it will be said that the taste is in the taste of the pudding. Or what did they say, that the taste is in the pudding? You have to taste it, you have to feel it. You have felt the music, and I'm sure that this is not just ordinary. I think it is extraordinary, sir.
Extraordinary, like,
Yeah.
seriously.
And I'm very surprised that he's from Iwo Ridere.
Yeah, I'm from.
You know, Iwo, and I'm so sorry. It's a very quiet town. And when you are in Ibadan, you say Iwo Road, Iwo Road.
Creative in Iwo.
Creative people, even with the KBSC that is even creative now.
So I don't know about that though. But it's still my KBSC now. KBSC, I like you. You are tough, oh. Hey, my KBSC.
The Oluwo.
Oluwabu.
You know, Obe will say, Odile Iwo ọmọ Ajagun, Odile Iwo ọmọ Ajagun, Ajo ni dun ko dide marewo, Ajo ni dun ko dide marewo, Odile Iwo ọmọ Ajagun, wọ́n ti lọ ọmọ Ajagun, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dùn mọ́ ẹ, yéyé o. So this artist is coming out from the small but great town of Iwo in Osun State, southwestern Nigeria, and is going around the world. Europe, America, wait for Xabitee. Europe, America, wait for a new saxophonist with a Pan-African touch. And with this, we are going to round it up with another very beautiful moment of music. And if you want to reach Xabitee, you can see all the addresses going on around the screen. You can see trending around the screen, so you can reach him on any of those addresses. And if you like what you've heard from him, if you like the music or you love the music, please drop your comments in the comment box, and let's continue the discourse. Let's continue to enjoy the music. Let's talk about music Africa. Let's talk about music Pan-Africanism. Let's talk about music Nigeria. So Xabitee, I want to thank you so much for this time with us.
So you can follow me on my Instagram at Xabitee, Xabitee. That is my Instagram handle, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel talking about Xabitee Official, Xabitee Official, and you can stream my song on any digital platform, whether you are in Europe, you are in America, you are all over the world. iTunes, Spotify, just type Xabitee Aye Quality, it will bring it out for you, and you're free to go. And if you really want to, as in, contribute to my career, because I don't know, you are free to do that. Drop your money.
Drop your contribution.
Drop your money.
Then you can also engage him anywhere you want. His music is free. He's a very good artist. I've been privileged to be under the atmosphere and the banner of his presentation at several events, and even in church. Some years ago, like 10 years ago. We happened to attend the same church, and every Sunday the Spirit moves when he comes around with the saxophone. And I want to tell you that this guy is a very rare personality. He's a different saxophonist. Yes, you will never find people like them. I have a friend like that too. He's a guitarist in South Africa, Sylvester Clamavo, and I used to tell the whole world that he's the best guitarist because he can play the guitar even while inside the water. Xabitee can play sax even while he's swimming inside the water. Yeah. So you have to look out for him. If you have anything that is very fantastic, you have a party, even it's going to be the one that Chief Demodu did recently, the online party, or anything that you want to do, partial party, you want to do it through Facebook, through Zoom, you can reach out to him.
Call me for your birthday surprise, call me for your dinner, call me to wish any one of your relatives happy birthday, through sax, through singing. Just call me on anything that has to do with entertainment and engagement, and I'll be there for you.
You've heard it from the horse's mouth. Call him. These days we have saxophonists waking people up in their bedroom for birthdays. We have saxophonists waking people up in their hotel room for birthdays. So if you want any surprise party for your uncle, for your husband, for your wife, for your children, or a graduation surprise party, Xabitee will give you the real music, the real feeling that will pass your message in a very dynamic way. I want to thank you for watching Asabe Afrika TV. Let the discourse continue. Let the music continue. Yeah. Goodbye.
I surrender to your legacy. 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 I don't say I don't mind. I don't say I don't get money now for your house. I don't say I don't get money now. Now waiting again, if I see money where you want, you give me your love. I want. I pray to God that this love will be enough. Baby, I just want to let it. I surrender to your legacy. 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 Yeah, mama. Yeah, mama. Yeah, papa. Yeah, mama. Yeah, mama. I get somebody. This is why you do it. This is my body. You do it. This is my body. You change your home. This is my body. Rearrange your home. I don't know. I don't know about it. My so money they change. My so money they change best. My so money they change. My so money they change best. My so money they change. My so money they change best. Nobody know that pity make come over. Yeah, mama. Yeah, mama. I get to my body, this is why you do it. This is my body, come on, go my jabula. Hack my body, you change out for me. This is my body, you are in jam for me. I don't know. I so money they change, I so money they change, I so money they change, I so money they change. Nobody will not pity me come over. Nobody will not pity me come over. Nobody will not pity me come over. Blessing follow me, follow, follow, follow me. Alubarika follow me, follow, follow, follow me. Blessing follow me, follow, follow, follow me. Látọjọ́ tí mo ti rí. Èmi ò rí fún Ọlọ́run yìí. Asabe Afrika, látọjọ́ tí mo ti rí. Èmi ò rí fún Ọlọ́run yìí. Olúwa ẹ tóbi o, ẹ tóbi o, ẹ tóbi. Olúwa ẹ tóbi, ẹ tóbi o, ẹ tóbi. Asabe Afrika, kò sẹ́ni tó lè fi ṣàkàwé rẹ̀ o. Asabe Afrika, kò sẹ́ni tó lè fi ṣàkàwé rẹ̀ o. Asabe Afrika, ẹ tóbi, ẹ má tóbi o. Olúwa ẹ tóbi, ẹ tóbi o, ẹ tóbi. Olúwa ẹ tóbi, ẹ tóbi o, ẹ tóbi. Kò sẹ́ni tá a lè fi ṣàkàwé rẹ̀ o, ẹ tóbi. Kò sẹ́ni tá a lè fi ṣàkàwé rẹ̀ o, ẹ tóbi. Olúwa. Asabe Afrika TV, keep watching. Huh?